Alright guys, it's time for my B-Twin bike update. I think it's been like half a year since I last uploaded a video about it. These are the original wheels that came with the bike. I would even say the front one is original and the rear one is the cheap wheel, you know, like $30 from the shop, and they're destroyed really. Front wheel is just wobbling and the bearings are cooked. Well, like I would say 15,000 kilometers or 10,000 miles for a cheap $20 wheel is not bad, and it wasn't serviced at all. And then the hubs here are pretty much cooked, you know. It's just stocky, and it's just completely out of true. But yeah, and these are the new wheels. These wheels cost me, like, I would say not much. It's the giant PR2 wheels. They actually were given to me second hand, you know, just instead of these wheels in the shop. I would say I think I paid about $100. Yeah, I think about $100. They were used already. This bike was actually like the parts were changed. So as you can see here is Shimano 105 brakes instead of the B-Twin calipers, and then the new specialized seat post, and then the wheels, and then the crankset and the cassette and the chain. Everything was changed and serviced, and bottom bracket as well recently, because everything was cooked. But in general, let me tell you, when I got this bike first, like it was fine for the first maybe 6,000 kilometers. Then the wheels started playing, you know, and I had to change the rear wheel. Then at 10,000 kilometers, I noticed that the brakes were pretty much too bad. You know, they were actually too bad from the day one. But I've ridden a few bikes in that period, you know, of time, you know, in the first half a year with really good braking, and I just couldn't stand that bad braking performance of Tektro calipers. So I installed 105 brakes, and it was actually a hustle to do so, to work it on this frame, and I will record another video about it. But in general, I changed brakes, and the performance of braking really improved for sure. Then I changed the saddle as well from B-Twin. But yeah, in general, this bike is great. It's pretty heavy, 11 kilos stock, and with these giant wheels maybe 10.5 kilos, with fulcrum wheels maybe closer to 9.8 kilos, but still pretty heavy. Bike itself performed great. You know, I have no actually issues. This bike is awesome still. You can log in miles, you can log in endurance rides, you can actually do anything you want on this bike, apart of doing racing, if you want to compete, because that's what I noticed lately. I did a few races here in China, and you just have no chance on this bike, because in the crit, when the speed is 46k an hour, this bike is just a huge drag, and it's just terrible aerodynamically, and you just cannot compete on this bike. That's 100%. It's a given. It's for sure. But in general, once again, this bike is awesome for $500. I still think, like, look at these shifters, you know, I crashed so many times, but they're fine. Shimano Sora is great stuff. Shimano Sora R3000 and new stuff is awesome, man. You cannot really ask for more, you know, for $500 for the whole bike that is working perfectly. It's heavy, yes. It's not aerodynamic, yes. Is it working? Yes, it is. Like, I mean, like, you cannot really ask for more for $500, and it actually looks the business, really, man. Like, lots of the guys said, like, this bike is looking great, you know, for $500. Great, you know, like, great looking bike, black and white. So yeah, this is the update, getting close to 15,000 kilometers or 10,000 miles on B-Twin Triben 520. Thank you for watching, guys. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
It's nothing new, bro. I've been working so hard that my skin hurt. Man, I ain't going in about accomplishments. Just know I'm in the dark and I've been lurking. Got bad women lined up at shows. Pulling up, got plenty road, and my DMs flooded like no tomorrow.